What is up, YouTubers? It's HarpyHunter89 and the voices in my head coming at you from the Duelist Den. And today I have another GOAT format deck profile for you guys. This is my Destiny board deck profile. So far, this deck has gone undefeated in all the games I've played with it. It's a really fun deck to play. I hope you guys enjoy this. But before we get into the profile, I do want to remind everyone out there to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and follow all the social media accounts, which are linked down in the description box below, so you can stay up to date with everything happening here at the Duelist Den. So let's go ahead and get started with this. First of all, we run 2 copies of Magician of Faith. This is very, very important in this deck, as it is with all GOAT format decks, because it allows you to recycle your spells from the graveyard so you can use them again. Another card with the same function is, of course, Pixie Knight. Now, Pixie Knight, you only run it 1 because your opponent chooses the spell card that you get from the graveyard. But still, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a draw spell or something that can stop them from doing whatever they're going to fucking do. And it's a really great card. I also run 2 copies of Shining Angel. Shining Angel, you use primarily to thin out your deck and then ultimately search out your Pixie Knight with it. You can also search out DD Warrior Lady with that Shining Angel as well. DD Warrior Lady is a very good card in this deck, as it can get over things like Chaos Sorcerer, Black Luster Soldier, things like that. Speaking of Black Luster Soldier, I run 1 copy of him in this deck. I run an equal amount of light and dark cards, so the majority of the time I always have targets in my graveyard to banish for its summon. I also run 2 copies of Mystic Tomato and 1 Sangan. Again, just cards used to thin out the deck a bit. I run 3 copies of Big Eye. Big Eye is probably the most important card in this deck, as it allows you to see the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can arrange them in any order, so you pretty much have an additional 5 cards in your hand that you know what you're about to have, and you can work around what you're about to get. For draw power in the deck, I run 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Graceful Charity, 2 Upstart Goblin, and a Reckless Greed. Pretty good draw support for drawing in this deck. For the destruction cards, I run a Delinquent Duo. I'm having to proxy this right now because I haven't gotten mine in the mail. I was hoping I would have it by now, but I don't yet. I also run a Lightning Vortex and a Ring of Destruction as well. For the attack stopping cards, 1 Swords of Revealing Light, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Magic Cylinder, 3 Sakuretsu Armor, and 3 Waboku. Now, as you can tell, this is pretty much just a stun deck until you can get your win condition out on the field, and the win condition are the following cards: 2 copies of Destiny board, and then 2 copies of all of the spirit messages. And this is really how this deck wins. It's not the only way it can win, but it is the primary focus of this deck, is getting all 5 of the Destiny board cards out on the field. And now for the side deck, I run a Sinister Serpent and an Injection Fairy Lily for the monsters in the side. For spells, I run 2 creature swaps, 2 knocks, 2 smashing grounds, 2 econs, an MST, a preemie, and a Snatch Steal. And for the traps, I only run 2 copies of Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. It is a really fun deck to play. I really hope you guys go out and test your own builds for it. But until next time, guys, it's HarpyHunter89 and the voices in my head. Just wanted to say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not just a game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is life.